Top 10 stretches every freediver needs to know. Stretch number 1, the side bends. We have different variations. This is the first one with one arm up. Reach with your hand above your head and keep the position there for a couple of seconds. Keep in mind that this video is sped up, so everything looks faster than you actually have to execute it. Now take it a step further and go diagonally. Reach behind you while you push your hips forward. Feel the stretch in the intercostal muscle. Stretch number 2, the shoulder stretch. First variation is where you hold your body in a horizontal position. You hold on with your hands to an object in front of you and stretch those shoulders. Try to bring your shoulders even closer towards the floor so you can feel the stretch even more. Meanwhile, plant your feet firmly on the floor and let your hips sink backwards. Second variation, the shoulder stretch with the arms above the head. Put one palm in front of the other. Imagine you're diving and reach for the sky. Well, not exactly the sky, you're reaching for the depths because you are diving. Push your hips forward so your body is one straight line from the bottom all the way up to the top. Feel the stretch in those shoulders as you bring your hands as high above your head as you can. Change hands now, put one in front of the other and again reach as high as you can for maximal stretch. Number 3, the knee hugs. We're gonna start with one knee and then we're gonna transition into both knees. So bring one knee towards the chest and the other leg is extended on the floor. Change legs, bring the other knee towards your chest and the foot that is up you might want to move a little bit to make sure that all the tension is out. The other foot, which is part of the leg that is extended, you keep flexed at all times. Now bring both knees towards the chest, your feet are relaxed and hug your knees with your both arms. Now you're gonna try to bring your tailbone towards the floor. You're gonna try to lengthen your spine, make your spine as straight as possible by bringing your tailbone down to the floor. Keep it there a little more and then we go to number 4, the child's pose. Sit down on your knees, upper body forward and reach out with your arms, your hands in front of you. Feel the stretch in your spine as you try to bring your hips closer to the floor. A little bit more with each exhalation. You're gonna bring your hips a little bit deeper, a little bit closer to the bottom and feel that stretch even more in your spine. It is important to keep on breathing through all these stretches. Do not hold your breath, but keep on breathing and try to keep up with a regular pace of breathing in and breathing out. Besides feeling the stretch in your spine, you will also feel the stretch in your shoulders as you keep on reaching with your hands further away in front of your head. Number 5, the cat-cow pose. Here we're going to alternate between a hollow and a rounded back. This is the hollow back and this is the rounded back. Now remember I said it is important to keep on breathing through all these stretches. Well, it's even more important in this particular stretch. When your back is hollow, you're gonna inhale, and when it is rounded, you're gonna exhale. And inhale and exhale. Feel the stretch in the back as your back is rounded and then open up the chest on a hollow back. And feel the stretch again in the back and alternate, open up the chest. While you do so, the hips go backwards and on the hollow back the hips go forward. And again, hips backwards. Stretch number 6, the cobra pose. We are going to be a snake now. Lay down on your belly, face down and then push up your upper body. Support your weight with your arms extended. Let your hips sink to the bottom and feel that stretch in your spine, in your hips and open up that chest. Keep on breathing nice and calmly throughout the whole pose and we are going to stretch number 7, the lying spinal twist. Start by laying down on your side, then bend the knee of the upper leg and let that knee touch the floor. Twist your upper body towards the other direction. Let's take a look at this on the other side. So this time we're gonna bend the other leg, bring that knee towards the floor and then twist the upper body towards the right side. In this case, extend your right arm and then look to the direction of your extended arm. Keep on breathing throughout the pose and if your knee does not touch the floor, then you might want to push it down with your hand. Number 8, hanging, a very important stretch. Wherever you can, a pull-up bar or some frame on the door or wherever you can find, just find a bar you can hang on and let get that spine stretch. When you're comfortable with this, you can start twisting your body from left to right. This is a spinal twist. Or you can start hanging when you first bring your feet backwards, so you rest on your feet and your body makes an arch. Try to bring your toes as much backwards as possible to maximize the stretch. An advanced version of this is to go hang on one arm. Now be very careful with this because your whole body weight is now hanging on one single arm, so you don't want to get any injuries. You also want to support your whole body weight with your both feet so you can regulate how much weight you're actually hanging on that one arm. This is more a stretch of the side of the body, the lats, not so much of the spine. You want to switch regularly between arms. You don't want to hang for too long on one arm because that will only increase the chance of injury. A couple of seconds on each arm is enough. We're already at stretch number 9, the back bends on the gymball. This is a very important one for freediving. First variation with the hands on the chest and let your head fall backwards. Second variation, you open up your arms to open up the rib cage. The third variation is when you're going to extend the arms behind your head, and as you do so you will feel the stretch in your shoulders as you bring your hands further away from your head. And on the last variation you're going to straighten your legs, point your toes and make your body as long as possible. Now you're going to feel a maximal stretch in the diaphragm, in the rib cage and in the shoulders. Keep on breathing gently, and with each exhalation you will feel a deeper stretch in the diaphragm. Come out of the pose by lifting your head. And number 10, probably the most important stretch of all for freediving, is the Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominal lock. First variation is a standing Uddiyana Bandha. I have exhaled everything out of my lungs. This is empty lungs, and then I'm going to suck in the diaphragm. It's like a hook that goes under my rib cage. We are not using the abdominal muscles here, no, we are actually using the diaphragm. You're going to suck in that diaphragm. Let's do that again, right? So let's go down, bend forward and exhale. This is a forceful exhalation, an RV, residual volume. So you're going to exhale everything, then gently stand up, support yourself with straight arms, resting on your upper thighs and suck in that diaphragm. All of this while you hold your breath on empty lungs. To exit this position, you're going to push out the belly and then inhale. Second variation, laying down. So we're going to sit up, exhale, then we're going to lay down, and then same thing here, Uddiyana Bandha, suck in the diaphragm. Very different position here, different feeling. Push out the belly and inhale. Let's do this one more time. So we're going to sit up and we're going to exhale. But before we do so, we might want to give ourselves some time, right? Because this is an advanced technique. This is an advanced exercise. You're holding your breath on empty lungs. So don't stress if you think this is difficult, because it is difficult. Here we go. Exhale. Everything out, and then gently lay down on your back, suck in that diaphragm, and you can even extend your arms above your head to maximize the stretch. Uddiyana Bandha. Peace in every breath.